this here is Rambling Hillbilly. How are ya? Yeah, I just wanted to jump in and do a little thing, and hopefully it doesn't get me thrown off because Facebook's on a roll. They're not even telling you now when they restrict your account. Ah, the reason I can tell, certain things I can post and it's no problem, but other things, the story doesn't come up when I go to share it. It just says like YouTube or whatever. And nobody ever comments on that stuff. So I'm thinking, you can't see it. And speaking of, oh my God, people on Twitter are losing their minds. I like the new fact check. All that bullshit they put out there, that propaganda from like the White House or whatever, all their look how great everything here. This is added, it might be helpful. The White House has had to delete I don't know how many tweets. So everybody's kind of, well, not everybody. It's not enough to not make it scary, that's for sure. Um, so your their latest ploy to try to go, oh my God, 74 million people are a bunch of radicals and they're going to come for us all. Okay, as if you didn't guess, today's episode, we're going to be talking about Pauly P. Okay, now, do any of you really buy the official story? Not very many people are. They see that it's horseshit. They see that they're using it as a thing to go, oh my God, look how radical everybody is. They're after yada yada. Come on now. I mean, none of it makes sense. Right? Okay, all of a sudden, there's these right-wing posts on a blog, and I don't know if they're that stupid or they don't think that people can't get to places to look or know where to go to look when that like domain name was registered and all that kind of stuff. Well, this domain name wasn't purchased until September, and some of the stuff that they say he posted, you know, all the right-wing stuff, was backdated to August. So, and they just, did you, any of you see the interviews with neighbors of both the Pelosi's and David DePape, or whatever his name is? Did any of you see that? It's all such bullshit. Now they won't release anything. Everything is, oh my God, undercover, because they're going to charge him with federal crime, attempted kidnapping of a Speaker of the House's spouse. Attempted kidnapping. Okay. Now they're saying this dude broke in. Okay, I'm gonna give first. Let me ramble a little bit. I'm gonna give you the the chit chat on the street in San Francisco. Okay, this guy is a well-known drug addict, male prostitute. Okay. Anyway, the chatter on the street is that Pauly P picked him up in a well-known gay bar with the promise of drugs, right? And since everybody knows this motherfucker's crazy, you know, you know, not his first rodeo, so to speak, but, they just, you know, they're leery of him because you never know when he's going to nut up, right? So, anyway, the chatter is Pauly P picked him up, for a fun night with the little lady out of town. And they're thinking that he probably didn't get what he was promised or something like that and nutted up or whatever. Okay. That's the chatter. Now, Forensics 101 says, oh my God, he broke in. No. That's that real heavy duty glass, right? All the glass was on the outside. If you break in, the glass will be on the inside. Okay? And now they keep changing the story. They were both in their underwear, they both had hammers, and they both had a hold of each other. Then who opened the door? Someone opened the door. It wasn't either of those two. So there's a third person there. Okay? Now, what? There's a whole lot there. Oh my God. The 911 call says, the reporting party says he doesn't know this guy, but his name is David and he's a friend. I guess, was that the please don't come in and shoot him? And I can't believe that the officers didn't have at least tasers drawn on that situation, let alone a gun with the speaker's husband and hammers involved, and they let this guy hit him. I don't buy that. Then they're saying there was no security. This is where if you talk to the neighbors, there's an endless stream of Secret Service vehicles around that property. Okay? They even, because of her position, they have installed sensors, underground sensors, where the Secret Service can track footsteps. Okay? There's security cameras all over the place. This wasn't some random attack, people. They're trying to use that to mess with your head. But you all see it. It's bullshit. Pauly P's a player. Always has been. Hard partier. You'd have to be to live with that. Anyway. Well, he's in his early 80s, remember? And you might be having a little issue with memory, with impulse control, with decision making. He's probably done this stuff all along. He was just smart about it. And now, What the hell? Right? And, most people didn't know that they, after J6, Nancy Pelosi ordered offices of the Capitol Police in California and in a couple other places. Why do the Capitol Police need to have any kind of jurisdiction in another state? If you're being protected by the Secret Service, not the Capitol Police. Think about that. So they go to the Capitol Police and they say that, well, since the speaker wasn't there, we don't monitor these security cameras 24/7. Oh, but I bet it's recorded. See, it's all bullshit. There's no way that place was unprotected. I'll give you an example. Dick Cheney, I don't care if he was vice president or speaker, you're still in the line of succession, the direct line, right? So you get extra protections. Dick Cheney had 7 houses, and every single one of them was completely guarded by Secret Service, whether he was there or not. So don't buy, there was no security there. Okay? So the whole story is hokey. The methodology, that's not the word I want. The MO, the modus operandi, doesn't fit with the story they're telling. Okay? Open your eyes. And everybody's using this attack to go after. Oh my God, if you vote red, you're voting for terrorists and extremists. Do you see it? When's the last time a president went on national TV and didn't talk about anything concerning the American people a week before an election? Nothing about, I didn't see it. I just saw highlights. I was at work slinging pizza. Nothing about inflation, nothing about energy prices, nothing about food prices, nothing for the American people. It was all a divisive and an attack-filled speech. Okay? Don't buy what this group's selling you. They're doing their criminal shit right in front of your face, and they're starting to get caught. So, this is what I'm saying still. Don't lose your head. Go vote red. All right. Yeah, Pauly P is a little freak. Who was with him when he had his DUI crash? There was a passenger there that disappeared. And there's probably a lot of people that have all kinds of stories, but they don't dare tell them, as to end up the bottom of the bay, if you know what I mean. Because Nancy comes from the Baltimore Mafia family. Don't forget that. And don't forget that Pauly P's nephew is Sir Gavin of Newsom in California. Right? Wakey, wakey. Wakey, 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 wakey. All right. I got a little errand to run. So hopefully this is short enough that I can download it and it'll be like way cool. But just know, Pauly P is probably playing, but Pauly P is probably losing a little bit and he has decision-making problems. But don't think for a minute there was not security at that house. Just like J6, Nancy's holding the video evidence. Where are those 14,000 hours of footage? Release them. Let the people decide. Right? Just like this. Release the video footage. If that man managed to get through all that security and make it in his underwear with a hammer, you better give him a job because he's damn good. Don't you think? So it's all bullshit. They're all freaks in some way. They all got their little fetishes and their little side gigs going. Right? It's nobody's business, but when you're going to lie about it, then that ain't cool. Oh, yeah, my husband may be a little whatever, but own up to it. Don't lie. Don't try to divide the country even farther than you already have. All right? So I'm hoping that people with an open mind are really seeing this for what it is. It's projection 101. Everything they accuse the other side of doing is what they're doing themselves. And so they're double whammying it by going, projection 101, this is what the Republicans are doing. But they think we're doing it, but we're putting it back on them. It's like 3 times removed or some shit. I don't know. Anyway, that's enough of that shit. I did have that in my head to sound better, but it got all jumbled up in there. So anyway, I just want this to be a quickie. So, y'all out there, open your eyes. Release the video. 14,000 hours of the Capitol security footage. Why not just release it? Oh, and one quick ramble. You notice they're bringing up that the Capitol policeman that died, they're bringing back that he was killed there again. That is a lie. He had a stroke or a heart attack while sitting in his office the next day. I don't care what his mother's coming out to say now. I saw that an interview with his brother that got fucking scrubbed from the internet that said, no, I was talking to him that night afterwards and he was fine. I talked to him the next morning in his office and he was fine, and then he was. So he was not killed by angry, revolutionary, turn over the government people. It's a lie. The whole thing is a lie. Release the tapes. That's all you got to see. Because the things that have been censored from you are the Capitol Police removing the barricades and waving people in. Who unlocked the magnetically sealed security doors? Who unlocked them? Cops were standing there waving people in. Capitol Police were taking pictures and selfies with people. And if you see the video of the QAnon shaman, the buffalo head dude, the whole video of him walking into the Senate chambers, he was talking to the cops the whole time. There was nobody else in there. There was one other protester that was bleeding from the head. I guess he got hit with a rubber bullet or some shit. But the guy walks in. He talks to the cops. He's like, hey, how you doing, guys? La, 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 la. And they're just chit-chatting. And he says, hey, do you mind if I get a photo up there at the lectern? The cops are going, just go on up there. So as soon as he gets up there and he gets, in position to take photos, all of a sudden the cops go, halt! This is the Senate chambers and this is a sacred ground. You can't be here. You're breaking the law. Come on, they let the dude in, they let him stage photos, and then they start acting when they see another camera. Why did the vodka queen have her daughter's, quote, film crew filming her that day? And why isn't she in trouble for threatening to physically harm a president of the United States? This ain't all what it's been portrayed to be, people, and I think people are waking up. Maybe Twitter will start allowing some of that footage to be put out there. Too much stuff didn't make sense, people. Just like this Pauly P thing. If you know the least little bit about security, you're going to go, what the fuck? I don't think so. So, anyway, I got some cans to go put away. Alrighty. So, y'all have a wonderful day. And this here has been the Ramblin' Hillbilly. And I am out.